morning, HF, and welcome to a brand new episode of the VTV News Show. I'm Alima Lawal.
And I'm Miles Taylor. It's a beautiful Thursday afternoon, and we're glad to be a part of your day.
32 days is where the countdown is at. If you don't know what I'm talking about it's 32 days till the countdown to the end of the school year.
That means about 22 more shows for us this year. And this time of the year, we always seem to be really busy with so much going on around the school.
Spring sports are all full in action, and we'll have some scores for you in just a bit. Plus, there's so many activities like the spring musical that opened up last night.
It was a great opening, and the play continues this week and this weekend. So if you're looking for some great entertaining and unbelievable talent, check out the play.
Okay, lots of announcements we have coming in, so let's go right ahead and get started with those announcements.
HF Auto Snack Club will begin after school Tuesday in the South Cafeteria. If you want sour airheads, chips, cookies, along with cold sodas or Gatorades, make sure you stop by.
Seniors, this is a reminder that the deadline for the senior trip to Great America Grad Night is fast approaching. It's literally tomorrow. This after-hours events for graduating seniors will take place on May 20th. However, you must purchase your tickets through GoFan by this Friday, April 21st. If you have any question regarding this senior trip, please check your email or stop by the principal's office and speak to Mrs. Diaz.
Celebrate the launch of our EDA 2023 Art and Literary Magazine. Please join us at our annual showcase on Wednesday, April 26th in E1 from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. It's a free event. There will be music and reading by contributors and light refreshments. Magazines will be on sale for $5.
Interested in a career in construction? ACE Mentor Program is hosting a special half-day event to introduce students to hands-on careers in the construction trades. This event will take place on Saturday, May 13th at Walsh Construction, 929 West Adams, Chicago. For more information about this Trades Day event, please contact Mrs. White at ty@hf233.org.
There is Spanish tutoring on Tuesdays, and if you go to Spanish tutoring, you'll automatically get entered into a raffle for a gift card. These are the winners of the raffle from these last quarters. Quarter 1, Santiago McCoy. Quarter 2, Tyson Eppley. Quarter 3, Madeline Mays.
Well, that concludes your announcements, but plenty more sports took place, and here's Leah Rendek with the scores.
There were a couple scores from last night, but here's a quick announcement. Fall cheerleading tryouts, all candidates must register on 8 to 18. All candidates must have a current physical. All clinical dates are mandatory. April 24th, 25th, and 26th. Location, North Cheer Room, 3:20 to 6 p.m. For more information or questions, please email Coach Boyd at zsmith@hf233.org or Coach K at kayla.kelly@hf233.org. The JV soccer girls soccer team beat Stag by the score of 1-0. The shot scored was by Emerson Rich. The boys volleyball team took care of business at TF North last night with a convincing 25-10 and 25-15 win. Ahad Powell led the way with 7 kills on the night, helping improve the team's record to 12-5. They begin at the SWSC play tonight as they host Sandburg in the South Gym, starting with the JV at 4:30 and the varsity to follow. As more sports start happening, make sure you send in the scores to btv@hf233.org and we'll get them on air. From VTV Sports, I'm Leah Rendak. Woo! Let's go!
Thanks, Leah. Seniors, the VTV staff is beginning to work on their senior edition. It's a time-honored tradition of airing one last VTV show, especially for the seniors.
The senior edition will air to the seniors only on the night of Bon Voyage and will be featured with all kinds of fun segments that you can get involved in.
Seniors, keep looking at your Google Classroom announcements for your chance to get involved in the show. And your first chance starts next week during your Compass classes.
We're looking for seniors who have a crazy story to tell. Did something happen to you over the last 4 years? If so, we want to hear about it.
We'll be interviewing seniors during Compass classes next Tuesday who want to tell us a quick story for our show. If you're interested, make sure you go on your Google Classroom announcements page and fill out the questionnaire.
Once you do that, we'll send you an email telling you where to go and include a pass for you to come. It won't take long, but you have to have your story ready and share that great experience.
There'll be plenty more opportunities coming up, so keep a close watch on your Google Classroom announcements page, as well as our show to get involved in Senior Edition.
We're going to end the show today with a really cool look at a project we did over the summer. a group of VTV staff members got to make a music video for the 1950s group called the Dells.
In the process, we interviewed the Dells and put together a documentary that we'll show you today. We had a great time making it, so enjoy.
Have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you back here on Friday. I'm Miles Taylor.
And I'm Alima Lawal. From everyone here at Viking Television, have an amazing day, HF.
We started in 1952. We went to at Thornton Township, 1952 is when we got started.
And then we all got together in school and they said, well, let's try to do this. You know, we might get lucky.
Didn't want to go into the factories and steel mills and do what our parents had done. And so we decided that we wanted to get a group. Started doing vocal backgrounds, you know, on VJ records. And then we got a hit record called Over the Night.
It went from there.
And we moved to New York and worked out of the Apollo Theater. We played the Apollo Theater 22 times.
It was exciting for me being a newbie when I first met them. It was exciting to drive them around and had bragging rights that I drive the Dells. You know, that was a big deal back there then.
If I would go to somebody's house, you know, and their parent would be like, you know, asking me questions about my father or stuff about the Dells, and they grew up in Harvey. So a lot of people, I mean, they just know them. Like all the families in Harvey, they know. So, but people would ask me stuff about them. And so I started to realize like, oh, this is something that's important to people. But honestly, he's just daddy.
It's been so long. I know I started somewhere in the early 90s. And I still drive them today.
It was exciting. It was an experience. It really was.
A lot of things that I learned from their lifestyle, their ideas, and their way of doing things was exciting.
Very interesting listening to the stories as I was doing their faces, getting them ready.
There's so many memories. I remember back, you know, talking to Marvin Jr. He used to always sit on the front seat and we would have like father to son conversations.
Understanding, again, like I said, how the challenges that they had to go through in being artists, listening to their stories, understanding that things are a lot better now for artists than it was back then for them.
You were there to serve them, but you were more than just a servant to them.
It is very much a family affair. I consider all of them family, but my father has been one of the Dells from the beginning, as well as my uncles.
It was like a culmination of all the years that they had done all the work, and they were finally getting the accolades that they deserved, and that I was a part of it.
You know what? He was just my dad. He was no different. We went fishing and went hiking and camping, rather. And hung out. He hung around the house. We played cards. We played games. He was just a normal dad at home.
And I used to take him to all the sessions with me when he was small, and he watched us all the time and recorded. So he said one day he wanted to be in the music business.
You know, my father was to be, hey, there's already a Teddy Pendergrass. Hey, there's already, you know, somebody else, or Al Green, you know. Do your own style. So that's what I started to do. I started to work on my own craft, work on my own voice.
I used to watch him from when he would rehearse, trying to learn a song that they were going to record. So I watched the process from the beginning and then into the studio. Then they recorded the song, and then I actually heard the song on the radio, which was a tremendous experience and gave me a lot of energy to want to do the same thing.
Vern, it was his idea. He had wrote the song years ago, and he said, hey man, I'm going to redo the song, change the verses.
We thought it would be a great idea to incorporate my ideas with their ideas today. Because when I wrote the song for them 22 years ago, it was for them. It was strictly for them from their point of view. Now it's the same idea, but from my point of view.
So I heard it, I loved it, and my father mentioned maybe doing a video for it, and I was like, I'm all in.
We're not singing anymore, so we're basically trying to help them get off the ground like we did when we started.
Part of our legacy. So they're getting them some product out there and take it as far as it can go.
The actual song itself has a great message and a great feeling, and I think people will really love it. So we want to just reach everybody that can receive that.